show you how to play 7 Spanish Angels by Willie Nelson. If you want the letter notes for that, go to LetterNotePlayer.com. I have them there for you. Well, let's start with the introduction. I kind of made the introduction up myself. I didn't really copy anything they did. It made it sound kind of reverent and just in the key of E. We're in the key of E, so we start off with an E octave, A, B, and a B. So it's like you've got a chord progression there. You've got a E chord to an A chord to an E chord to a B7. So the E chord is E, G sharp, B, and then the A chord E, A, C sharp, and then the back to a B in the bass with an E chord E, G sharp, B, and then the B7, B, D sharp, F sharp, A, 1, 3, 5, 7. And then if you add the octave to it, it sounds richer. And then what I do is I roll each chord. And you don't have to roll that last chord if you don't want to. You can just hit it straight, and if it sounds good leading in there too. But so the introduction is. Go right into the melody. And I try to phrase it the way he sings it at one of his performances. So let's get the melody. E, F sharp, G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, F sharp, F sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, G sharp, A, G sharp, F sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, 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 F sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, B, G sharp, G sharp, A, B, 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 A, G sharp, G sharp, A, B, B, C sharp, A, E, E, A, B, C sharp, B, G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A, F sharp, E, D sharp, E. And then we've got a quick little interlude, and we're into the chorus. So let's get that far. All I'm going to play in the left hand is an E chord with B in the bass. B, E, G sharp, D, da, da, da. Then do it again, da, 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 dee, da. And we go to a B chord, B, D sharp, F sharp. So we go from B, E, G sharp, we move 2 fingers, and we've got a B chord. Ba, da, 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 dee, da, dee, da. Stay with the B chord, da, da. Back to the E chord. Ba, da, dee, 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 da. Good. We're going to go to an A chord by sliding all 3 notes up. We go from B, E, G sharp to C sharp, E, A. Oh, the E stays, and the other 2 slide up. So B to C sharp, and G sharp to A. So we go from here to there. Da, da, dee, da, 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 da. Back to the E chord, back to the B chord. Ba, da. Then we go to an E, B, and E for that little interlude between the chorus, and that'll set us up for the chorus. So now put the hands together. This little right hand fill right there. So here's the melody on the chorus. G sharp, A, B, B, C sharp, B, E, B, 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 G sharp, A, G sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, B, B, B sharp, C sharp, B, 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 C sharp, B, B, A, G sharp. A little fill there, and then back again. G sharp, A, B, B, C sharp, B, E. 2 C sharps there after the long one. G sharp, A, B, B, A, G sharp, A, E, A, B, C sharp, B, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, F sharp, E, D sharp, E. Now we'll put the hands together. So we end out that verse. Now see, when you have that B in the left hand, and you got the A up here, you got a B7. Tricky here, so you got B, E, B and E, E, B and E, E, and then walk it up. G sharp, A, B, hit the B chord, D sharp, B, and D sharp, F sharp, B, and then I arpeggiate it up. So you get it once. There's a little brief fill right there. So. Freeform the rhythm through there. I kind of like them to work independently, so you see. And then we go on. Stay with that B chord. B, D sharp, F sharp, B. Just ba ba ba, B, C sharp, B. And here we're going to walk up F sharp, G sharp, A. We're going to walk up to the A. And you might want to play that A arpeggio a little. We're going to an A chord with an A arpeggio. And we're talking about thunder, so you can push that just a little bit. So we got and then we stay with the A chord. Back to the E chord. Back to the B, B7. We're going to add a little bit, and then we go into the second verse. I hold that just a little bit, and then the second verse, because it's more reflective, because she's thinking he just died, and she's thinking she wants to, she doesn't want to go on without him, and then so it gets a little somber there. So she's thinking. I'll put a little extra pop in that chord, but I don't arpeggiate. I'll just put that chord. Makes it a little more reflective. I just imitated something that they did. It kind of sounds a little bit like little quick fire gunshots there. So all you're doing is you're just arpeggiating the B and the E and back and forth. See, so we go. Try to arpeggiate, I just chord with a dee da da, and I do the same thing as I did with the B chord. Hit the A, C sharp, E, and A, pop it again, and go right back through it. And there in the chorus, I keep the same kind of a reflective tempo there. I don't try to push it like I did earlier. back in there. Modulate to F, to the key of F. We're in the key of E, so I pop that D, 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 and then we modulate by going to a C7. So once we go to that C7, we're in the key of F. As soon as we hit that C7, and all we're doing, we're going from an E. So basically, we're taking this chromatically, going up to that C from this B right there. But I just lift off it. Play the C, E, G, B flat, and then we come in with the melody in the key of A, in the key of F. A, B flat, C, C, D, D, C, F, C, 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 A, B flat, A, G, 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 C, C, E, D, D, C, 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 D, C, C, B flat, A. Drop down there and play that little fill with a C, D, C, with a little C, D, C. A, B flat, C, C, D, 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 C, F. A, B flat, C, C, B flat, A, B flat. F, B flat, B flat, C, D, C, F. G, A, B flat, G, F, E, F. And then to end it, they just go to a chord with a 5 chord and back to the tonic chord, the F chord there. So you've got that. I'll show you the ending. So you've got the F right there, and then add the A, C, F. Go to a C chord, C, E, G, C, E, and back to the F chord. Now let's go from the modulation, C chord, C7. See, so all you're doing is you're changing the whole E up to F, C, F. F, A, B flat, C, C, E, G, C, C, C chord, C chord, F, F, C, F, F, G, A, B flat, and up the arpeggio, B, D, B flat, D, F, B flat, B flat, F, C, play it hands together now. There you have it, 7 Spanish Angels by Willie Nelson. Hope you enjoy it.